Hello, my name is BubLimeYo, and this is B.L.Y. These birds love to yap, don't they? Quit bothering me, birds! I'm trying to talk to my friends. Hello, friends. How are you? I'm feeling lovely today, as it is another lovely day in the city of Dakara, and I'm super excited for today's episode. The last time we were together, we went hunting for sniffers, and we found them, and we adopted a few parrots along the way. So today we're building the aviary, apiary that we planned last episode. It's gonna be where all these parrots will live. And I'm proud to say none of them have escaped, none of them have gone missing or perished. I'm so proud I've been able to keep them safe, and they're going to be even safer once we have our aviary built. Since the last episode, I've been farming away at these sniffers, gathering pitcher pods and torch flower seeds and growing the ancient flowers, the new ancient flowers. You know, I expected this process to take a ton more time than it has been taking, but these guys, they're working hard. They produce at a much faster rate than I thought they would. They've been working hard, digging and snooting and snorting for me. It's time they deserve a treat, so let's get them something. Oh, one for you, and one for you, and for you. Good job. And look, a little something for me. So yes, today our focus is the aviary. But first, a special treat for me. I'm getting to build one of your suggestions. That's right, you may remember I needed ideas for things to build in two places in the city: the entertainment district and the Old Timey Neighborhood. And to my great relief, somebody heard the call and came running. Now I've got my inspiration back, my muse, and I'm about to be building one of those ideas that was suggested to me right now. So to prepare for that, I needed to do some terraforming here in the Old Timey Neighborhood. Well, here it is. Not much to it yet, but we don't any longer have that weird, awkward overhang that we had here before. Bub! Tell them what they've won. No, tell them what you're going to build. I will. This is a school, and these are some houses. So it was suggested to me that I construct here a library or a playground, or some combination of the two. While I was tinkering with this idea of a library, I found that these pots, you can stack them up, right? And that makes like a nice column. But then if you surround them, here I'm gonna use terracotta so it matches the pot somewhat. If you surround them, it makes like a lovely pilaster. That's like a column that's a fake column, on the side of the building, not an actual column holding anything up. Yeah, pilaster via pots. So we're gonna be using this in the library. And I think I'm gonna carry forward this color scheme of warm reds and deeper earthy reds through the building. But I want to leave some space on this little plateau that I have just terraformed. I don't want this library to take up all of this land. I want to leave some empty places for more buildings to go here in the Old Timey Neighborhood. So this library will be a petite library, a little library. And I think that's fitting because being next to the school, I'm also going to build a playground here. It's you know, for the school children. So maybe this is like a small children's library and not a full library with books for everyone. Oh, and the chiseled bookshelves. Yeah. I forgot. So, you guys, Matchstrick actually crafted a bunch of chiseled bookshelves for me and gave them to me a while ago. And I forgot about them. I stuck them away and forgot about them. But I found them. And it really makes me wonder why he keeps breaking into the power station and leaving them around. But, oh well. I thought I had to use enchanted books to craft these. It's just wood, planks, and slabs. These are as cheap as barrels. I could have had the new chiseled bookshelves all this time. Who told me that you had to use enchanted books in the crafting recipe? We're gonna make a bunch of these. Oh yeah. Yeah. More. I want more. All right, so we will be using enchanted bookshelves as well. Chiseled bookshelves as well in our little library. Isn't that darling? Our little library, so inspiring. Here, let's get on the ground where we can get a street view. Coming behind the little red schoolhouse, you turn the corner and you see a fence with a lovely tree and the top of a slide. And in the distance through there, the entrance to the library. This is a time when I would turn on fast leaves to make these hedges look even thicker. Yeah? So right inside the grounds of the little library is a small playground. We've got a slide and a seesaw. Comment below which one is your favorite. I'm partial to the slide myself because of this ice feature. You get a little more play action, but the seesaw has the better looks of the two. Something about the aesthetics of this is very pleasing. Now for the building itself, there are those pot pilasters I was talking about. It's a quaint little building, right? But there's also something kind of serious looking about this building. And that's intentional. Let me tell you why. You see, this is the Old Timey Neighborhood, right? So whatever we build here has to follow that theme. It needs to show a little age. In my imagination, age means like austerity and importance and significance and a little bit serious. Now, age also more simply means that it's just old, like it looks, like it's falling down and it's got a bad paint job and it's got like bricks falling out of it and stuff. But this is a lovely little library. I don't want it to look dilapidated. So what's another way to make something look old without making it look like it's broken down? The answer? Make it look like it's a serious building. For whatever reason, serious, in my mind, it means the same thing as being older, sort of. So, if you make a building look like it's serious, like it's a temple or something really important like that, then it will look older. You get what I mean. Also, it helps that the colors and the textures, the blocks that we chose to build this building out of, make it blend really well with the other buildings we have in the district already. That alone suggests that this building comes from the same era as those buildings. Up and inside, we have a lovely little interior, packed to the brim with all the books your heart can desire. Here's the counter where the librarian can assist you in checking out books. And if we go behind the counter, the librarian has a computer where they can look up the books. This librarian right here is very, very, very strict. Absolutely no late returns, dog-earing the pages. That's where you fold the page at the top of the corner to make like a little bookmark because you don't have a bookmark. And no exceptions, no excuses. Okay, shouldn't we be encouraging reading? Anyways, I made a couple little cozy book nooks here in the window and up above a skylight because natural light is the best light to read by. All right, there it is, the little library and the playground. What a lovely addition. So thank you to Villager Buds for the suggestion. Now gather round as I tell you a story. One day our hero was walking into their base and they stumbled across a visitor. A frequent visitor who was pesky and a little unwanted. Eddie's got a message from the mayor. We've got to go see the archaeologists at the mobile research station. They've been studying the cube. It looks as though they've uncovered something here at the side of the cube. It's all covered up. They've got it behind these sheets to protect it. It's a tablet or something like that. Oh, and it reads something. Okay, let's get in close where we can look. The secret and ancient source of the power of our ancestors beneath, but some believe it left alone. The secret and ancient source of the power of our ancestors beneath, but some believe it left alone. The secret and ancient source of the power of our ancestors beneath, but some believe it left alone. The secret and ancient source of the power of our ancestors beneath, but some believe it left alone. The secret and ancient source of the power of our ancestors beneath, but some believe it left alone. The secret and ancient... Hey, Eddie, can't talk right now. Power beneath, power beneath, power beneath. Power beneath? Beneath what? What's down there? Beneath Dakara? Beneath the city? Beneath the ground? I live beneath. Is it me? Am I the ancient and secret power source of the ancestors' power? That would be a twist. What a gag. But it can't be. I mean, well, I do feel a little funny. Okay, let's get serious. What all have we got down here in the power station with us? Power generators, right? My hoop, but I put that there. Subway tracks. The mysterious machine that I found down here. Big pipes everywhere. Oh, and they go down. I've never been down there. Let's investigate. Jump. Okay, I want to be very careful. I do not want to fall. Now, what am I looking for? I don't see anything. The ancient power lies beneath, but some believe, oh, Matchstick has put in another bookshelf. Thanks. I guess I won't burn this one. Hey! This stuff is coming up from beneath, and there's... Oh, it's everywhere. This skulk stuff. This was not here when I moved into the power station. Oh, I've been neglecting this place. This stuff. It's everywhere. It's an infestation. And it's growing! I guess it's all the water from all these leaky pipes draining down from the city above. Must be feeding it. I've thought about this. And one, I really need to clean all this up. And I really got to get to the bottom of this and fix this infestation. But two, I also really want to build the aviary today. So I've decided to put it all aside and focus on that instead. So let's gather up the blocks we need. Gotta break through this crap. We're gonna need a ton of bamboo. Remember that bamboo farm that we just made? It's coming in handy. Yeah, and I've got a lot of that already gathered. Oh, and the cartography tables? This nasty, sticky, gunky stuff is all in the way. You will not derail me. All right. The build site is looking good. So I'm working out a major component of the aviary. It's going to be this big exoskeleton. It's very, very structural and symmetrical and skeletal. And here I want to show you what I was talking about last episode when I mentioned the cartography tables. So cartography tables always face a particular direction. So if you build a build that's facing to the east, right, this way, then the face of the block, of the cartography table, is the back of it, or the side of it. Anyways, it's this blank face of the table. So this is how you can make vertical planks out of a wood that is not bamboo. Place these like so, and cover them up a little bit with trapdoors. And there you have vertical planks. And doesn't that give the spire of this exoskeleton even more interest and verticality? That's nice. Now, when the building is complete, you're going to see this exoskeleton on the outside of the building. On one side of this frame is going to go the big glass dome of the aviary where the birds live. And on the other side, inside this basket space, is going to go a grand entryway into the aviary. And the whole building is going to hover over the water in this little section of swamp here. And the entryway is going to open up over the river here. So there's going to be a little bridge bringing people from the land up and into the building. And well, you'll see. Oh gosh, I've built so much today. I can really feel those building muscles throbbing inside my brain. Okay, I'm gonna put some little finishing touches here. These pots, since you can't stack them, they're not very fun to build with when you've got a full cram inventory, so I've saved them for last. And then these banners, I've got a couple designs here. This one I'm just gonna stick out front. But this one I came up with is supposed to look like animal print, like cheetah print. And this cheetah print I think is going to look really lovely inside the building and all over the outside of it. And it's gonna make like a nice branding for the aviary. Here we are inside our aviary. Apiary? Isn't it magnificent? I simply love it. And so do the birds and the bees, the new residents of our new building. This is the interior of the atrium, the main body of the building where all the birds live. And here's the big glass dome opening out over the expansive swamp, giving us a beautiful view. The birds live above in the canopy, and down below, the bees. And they have all these lovely flowers to pollinate and frolic in. And there it is. The new ones, the torch flowers. Don't forget about the pitcher plants. Don't they fit in great here? Working our way out from the glass dome aviary, this is the grand entryway. It's a sunken courtyard. The first thing you see as you come into the building before you step into the aviary, it's a very impressive and grand space. High walls and a sunken courtyard that you step into down these stairs, and wham! In the center of the room, in the center of the whole building, an enormous plant in the middle of everything, growing up and out and all over the place. And it's so huge that the pot that it sits in here takes up a good chunk of the entire floor. For a plant like that to be this big, it's gotta be like 100 years old. And this aviary is the perfect place to keep it safe so that it can continue to live and thrive for hundreds more. I want to show you the floor now, and I just have to say, it really pays off to have fun with your floor designs. Not every floor has to be simply a surface to walk on. Especially in a big room like this, a public building with lots of people coming and going, it absolutely calls for a floor design like this. And these are little fishes swimming in a pond. See that? I've got one of all the colors, a red, a pink, a blue, a green. There's a purple around here somewhere there. I know this would work the best if this were an aquarium and not an aviary, but I still think it fits the theme. We've got a school of tropical fishes swimming around under our feet. And this combination here of dark oak with bamboo, it's the perfect thing for making something that's jungle, safari, Jurassic themed. Oh, it's so lovely in here. And the bricks and the terracotta bring it that nice earthy warmth. Opposite the massive plant in this inner courtyard, we have the entryway, and beneath that are some restrooms and a fire escape exit. And out here, we're underneath the main entrance. Let's go back in and go check it out. So here's the main entrance, and it's got these classical columns. In the future, I think I'm going to build a road connecting this up to the city. When we zoom out and look at the whole building, we can see that it's got this sort of mashup of two contrasting themes. You've got the Jurassic, jungle, safari theme. That's because it's a place for wild birds and wild bees, and you want that wildness and that natural beauty. But then there are parts of the building that look very classic and traditional. In real life, a building like this, an aviary, would be like a public institution, like most zoos are or museums. They're public buildings, and those buildings often have very classic and traditional looks. So I took my two build inspirations, classical and Jurassic, and I mixed them together. Hey there, buddy. There. We made it. You don't have to keep moving. You can rest now. I brought one of the Sniffers over here to live in the aviary. aviary, and, well, they're kind of massive. Our aviary barely holds them. And this building is no small building. No, sir, no, ma'am. So my plan was, I just had the idea that I should bring all the sniffers over here because I need somewhere for them to live. Right now, they're just living in that little makeshift pen. And I thought that our brand new aviary could also make a beautiful sniffer habitat, but I don't think that's going to happen. Hi there. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, you big beautiful baby. You're just too big. So a sniffer habitat will just have to wait. That's a bummer. This would have made a beautiful sniffer habitat with all the pretty flowers and the pretty birdies. Ah, well, at least we have one in here to enjoy. All right, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it today. It's a pleasure, as always, to be making another episode and sharing it all with you. Now that I've got this aviary in the city, these birds can leave me alone, finally. Just a reminder, if you did enjoy the episode, hit the thumbs up button below. It really means the world to me. Shameless plug here, I'm building to 500 subscribers, which means if you subscribe today, you could be part of an exclusive club. That's right, the first 500 people to subscribe to me, BubLimeYo. Day by day, this mega city that we're building in Minecraft is growing, and you don't want to miss it. Plus, as more of you subscribe, it means even more people get to see what we're up to here on the channel. All right, it's so lovely to be with all of you again. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.